Hello, YouTube. This is episode number 131 on YouTube. I'm Mike the Canadian. We are doing trivia. Jeopardy trivia. All right, let's pop out this. One last thing here. Live chat. Give me a big brain emoji or something like that. Let me know that you exist. That would be awesome. All right, let's get started. We are starting with, here we go, big stuff. Big stuff is the category. Hey there, Ryan and Brady. And big stuff is the category. This planet is so big that more than 1,000 Earths would fit inside it. 1,000 Earths. That's a lot of Earths. And each of those Earths had 8 billion people. That would be, what, 8 trillion people. If each of those had Earth's population on it. Here, Fan, Mel, and Ryan getting it. Anybody on Reddit want to give it a whirl? Michelle? Hello, folks. Nice to see you. Reddit? Anybody? Old Man's Belt, not yet. Here. What is Jupiter? Jupiter is correct. All righty, next question. This country's King Fahd Airport covers 300 square miles, more than all of Bahrain, which has 3 airports of its own. 300 square miles for an airport? It's ridiculous. It's like if you wanted to go from... No, that's not right. What would that be? 30 by 10, let's say? So if you want to go from one part of the airport to the other, just travel 30 miles that way. Anybody? No. I'll read it one more time. This country's King Fahd Airport covers 300 square miles, more than all of Bahrain, which has 3 airports of its own. I missed my flight. I just have to walk 30 miles to get my next flight. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, no, I got the short route. Only 10 miles. Sheesh. Yes, Here Fan is the only one guessing and is correct with his second guess. Anybody else playing? Here Fan's got a lot. All right. It is, what is Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia. Anybody on Reddit want to play with us today? Here we go. Big stuff. Dedicated in 80 AD, it covers 5 acres, was 4 stories high, and originally sat 50,000 spectators, and could clear out in about 15 minutes. They knew how to do their stuff back then. If you could give it an upvote, both Reddit and YouTube, that'd be awesome. We're not a very lively bunch on YouTube. Is there a bit of lag going on here? Ryan and Mel have an answer. Anybody on Reddit want to play? There we go. Ryan and Mel get it, as well as Brady and Old Man's Belt. Yes, what is the Colosseum? Cocker City, Kansas, claims the world's biggest ball of this 5-letter item with around 8 million feet. Anybody know? The biggest ball. Only 8 million feet. Yes. Mel knows her stuff, or his. Oh, Mel. Now I'm starting to wonder. Mel, are you a girl or a guy? I think I've assumed it was a guy for a long time, but then I think you told me you were a girl, but I could be wrong. No, you're missing the 5-letter item. Anybody who's answering condom or yarn or rubber band. It is twine. What is twine? Anyways, Mel, you don't have to... Oh, okay. Sorry, Mel. No, I think anyways, we'll figure it out. Going forward, Here Fan, Mel, I figured it out. All right, last question. It was twine. Twine. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at, can you see this? Answer for this last question. There is not a form of a question. Ooh, they messed up. What is sisal? Sisal twine, I guess a specific type of twine. Anyways, they forgot to put the question format. Yeah. Well, there's always Mel's Diner, Brady. Here we go. Last question. The world's largest building by volume is this company's 472 million cubic foot factory in Everett, Washington. Everett, Washington. Anybody know? Oh, yes. Or Gibson. Anybody know? No, it is not Amazon. Amazon does not need the height that's needed to make a big building, generally. I mean, they're somewhat tall, but not as tall as this building needs to be. Anybody? Let me try it one more time. The world's largest building by volume is in this company's 472 million cubic foot factory in Everett, Washington. Anybody else want to give it a whirl? It seems like the answers are coming up really slow tonight. There we go. Bubba. 5239. We were playing Jeopardy style answers, so but you still got it. Old man's belt, and no, not John Deere. What is Boeing? Boeing. The big planes need to be built. So yeah, what is Boeing? Alrighty, next category. Science. Science for 200. Your weight is gravitational dependent and will be less in Denver than Death Valley. But this abbreviation M is the same in both. Mel, forgetting. Yes, Bubba and Old Man's Belt, as well as Ryan, Mel, and Brian all know what is mass. Flower ID also getting it. Flower ID joined me this morning to play a bit of trivia at 8 a.m. as I exercised, and on my goal to lose 60 pounds on Reddit. Hopefully by tomorrow I've lost the first one. Anyways, so thanks for hanging out, Flower. It was a little bit iffy this morning. I got a call midway through I had to take. And anyways, here we go. Next question under science. In 2014, this physicist said light might be able to escape black holes after all. Old man, so no knock yourself. It's only half an hour because I'm biking the whole time, so I'm not killing myself for yeah. And we do the 2010s edition, which I might be rehashing a question or two that I did the first time. Yes, Mel, Ryan, and Brian. Mel, Ryan, and Brian. Oh, there's got a bit of a Ryan. And Flower ID also getting who is Stephen Hawking. Okay. In scientific classification, it's next in line after class and order. Class and order. It was Sheldon. No, it was not Sheldon. He's working on string theory. So in scientific classification, next in line after class and order. So we're getting everything. We're getting genus, kingdom, as well as phylum. And those are all incorrect. Every last one of them. Hello there, Reddit. Oh, I was thinking it said 275, but it was 2 out of 5. Only 12 people watching, which is fine. No, not species either. I think by the time we hit it, we're going to say all of them. It's not species. Apparently, we don't know scientific classification. I always get them mixed up too. Yes, we're resorting to Ross Perot as an answer. Anybody know? In scientific classification, it's next in line after class and order. We were all born into one of these. There we go. Ryan gets it. Same with flower ID. What is family? Family is this element, symbol K, was first isolated as pure metal in 1807. Hello there, Denjoga. 1807. Practically as old. Not actually as old, but practically as old. Hey, Mel? I still remember no, not biology, but high school chemistry and physics. At least some of it in university. So, Brian, Ryan, and Denjoga as who is that? It is Flower ID. Yes. What is potassium? Is the letter K. Iron is Dear Kelly is Fe. Here we go. This is the first generous point of the night. Brian, did you send anybody? I haven't seen you send anybody today. Here we go. For the first generous point, guys on Reddit, if you want to earn generous points, go over to YouTube, look up generous trivia. I give out about 4 or 5 a night. And each of those gives you a chance to win every Thursday. Every Thursday. Here we go. Fatty tissue inside the eye socket, also known by this astronomic term, nearly surrounds the eyeball and cushions it. I didn't know this. Good one there, Brady. Are you going to split the profits there, Brady? Anybody know on Reddit? Fatty tissue inside the eye socket, also known by this astronomic term, nearly surrounds the eyeball and cushions it. Yes, Flower knows it, but Denjoga gets it first on YouTube. Yes, what is orbit? Orbit. All righty. Apparently everybody wants Brian to win this month. Here we go. Next question. Let me say, put my hand behind it. Oh, even that's not. Oh, there we go. Attack of the Movie Monsters. Attack of the Movie Monsters. Here we go. Jaws. Guess the question. Jaws. Remember, Attack of the Movie Monsters. Jaws. Denjoga. Not even that hard, Brady. Flower ID. Yes. What is a shark? There we go. Mel has not watched all of Jaws. All righty. Yes. What is a shark? It was Jaws about one of these sea creatures keeps lots of folks out of the water. Hey there. Thank you, Lazy Library, for the all-seeing upvote. Appreciate it. All right. Next question. You can see this monster from Egypt's past in a film from back in 1932 or at Universal Studios. I have been on it. It's not bad. It's an okay ride. Yes. Hello. Aloha. Alios. Denjoga, Ryan, and Mel, as well as Old Man's Belt, getting what is a mummy. Yeah. I'd give it a 6 out of 10, the ride. There's better rides, but it has enough cool factor to at least garner a 6. Alrighty. AVP is short for, I'm not even going to give you the rest of the question. AVP is short for, this is Attack of the Movie Monsters. Yes, Denjoga and Brady, as well as Ryan. Not quite in Jeopardy format there, Ryan, but you still got it, as well as Old Man's Belt. Yes, what is Alien versus Predator? This love-struck giant ape, that's all I'm going to give you. Good grief, these are easy. This is $800 question, $800 question. Yes, Running Funk, Michelle and Ryan, as well as Old Man's Belt and Bubba, even with the lag, got Who is King Kong? King Kong. Alrighty. This is the last one's a little bit harder. Here we go. Abe Sapien helps this well-read guy went from the dark side to working for our side. Did that make sense? There we go. Old Man's Belt made something out of this. I feel like the went should be go, but anyways. Yes, then Joga and Brady also get it. What is Hellboy? I've not seen those. Alrighty. Here we go. Next question, or next category is, well, this hand thing isn't quite working. There we go. Wanna dance. Here we go. It's said that that evolved in Buenos. Running Funk doing his what is a little bit later. What is lag? Reddit beats YouTube because, yes, good old laggy YouTube. So much for there's less lag. There is consistently less time on YouTube between a question and an answer, or when I see the answer, but it does have these moments where it really pauses, which doesn't happen so much on Reddit. But anyways, here we go. It is said that it takes two to do this dance that evolved in Buenos Aires. It's Wanna Dance is the category. And we got a couple. We got how many? Oh, we got 4 right answer. Old Man's Belt, Bubba, Real One, and Flower ID have it right, as well as Mel, Denjoga, and Dustin. Where did you come from, Dustin? Have you been here before? Did you come from Reddit, YouTube, or Eventbrite? Those are the 3 places that you could have come from. Alrighty. What is tango is correct, even though Michelle thinks it's a little maddening. Alrighty. Oh, Dustin, you came from Reddit. Well, welcome. Here we go. The dance that was popular, this dance was popular in the 1920s, named for a city in South Carolina. For people who don't know, name a city in South Carolina. All right. Did Joga, Michelle, and Brady know? Anybody on Reddit know? Sean's piping in too. As well as Bubba, Old Man's Belt, and Flower. Yes, what is Charleston? Charleston is correct. A pair of quick steps are followed by a pair of slow ones in the dance called the Texas This. The Texas This. Anybody know? This is the 4th one. Yes, Old Man's Belt. Oh no, Bubba. Old Man's Belt Flyer, as well as Denjoga, Brady, and Running Funk all get what is the Texas two-step? What is the two-step? Alrighty. Dances with repetitive names include the can-can and this lively Cuban dance. Was a little early with his answer the last time, but get this time. Alioth, Mel, and Dustin all get this one right, as well as Flower ID and Old Man's Belt. Yes, what is the cha-cha? Alrighty. Here we go. Next one. How many? I'm going to do the first person. Not enough people on YouTube tonight to roll a die. First person to get it gets the generous points. So if you're on Reddit and want to earn generous points, you need to go to YouTube, look up generous trivia. Here we go. Polite society was shocked to see couples in close contact for this ballroom dance that has a Viennese type. Brady coming up with it. Yes, Brady was first. Michelle and Mel all coming up with what is waltz. Waltz is correct. All right, let's see if we can get this. There we go. Internet jargon. This is from 2016. Let's see how up to date it is. All righty. Here we go. Meaning I approve. COO is short for this. Saving one keystroke adds up. I personally haven't seen this used, but maybe my elite speak is a little given my age. Yes, Brady, Sean, and Dustin, as well as Flower, getting what is cool. Coup? Do people really write coup? I've never seen it. Anyways. All right, this one I have seen. GTG can mean good to go or this parting phrase. I've never seen it used for good to go. I've seen it for this other one, but yeah, Denjoga, that would require it to be internet jargon, would require it to be written though. Anyways, Sean, Denjoga, and Brady, as well as Old Man's Belt and Flower ID. Yes, what is got to go? Got to go is correct. Someone whose types sup to you is contracting these two words. Sup. This one I've heard of too. Yes, who was first? Brady, Mel, and Denjoga, as well as Flower. Oh no. Yeah, no. Yes, Flower ID and Old Man's Belt. What is what's up? Is the question. Now that one, could you just put what's up? Isn't that in itself a question? Anyways, probably safe to put what is. All right, here we go. This one I've seen before. I don't quite get it either. In KK, the first K replaces this letter. KK. Because typing two different letters is very difficult. Yes, who has it? Denjoga, Sean, and Running Funk, as well as Flower ID and Old Man's Belt, getting the correct answer, which is the first K replaces this letter. What is O for okay, right? KK. Think of all the time saved. KK typers. I've seen that before. I do not use KK. I don't use these, to be honest. Sup, maybe, but rarely. Alrighty. Oh yeah, this is not a generous point. Okay. Writer Adam Gupnik was amongst parents who made their kids snicker by thinking LOL meant this, not laugh out loud. Me and my son were just joking about that today, like a few hours ago. Sean, Denjoga, and Running Funk. Get it? Anybody on Reddit? LOL. We were just joking about it. What is lots of love? Old lady. I've never seen that one before. Old man's boat. Flower ID, Sean, Denjoga, and Running Funk. And my son. Anyways, here we go. Last one. Oops. Oh, there we go. This is another category that I like. Tourist attractions. I can't say whether I would have got them all because I'm seeing the answers as I read the question. Here we go. Tourist attractions. For a great view, get to the top of this 300-meter structure located on the Champs de Mars. Champs de Mars. Lots of love. Mel and Brian getting it, as well as Old Man's Belt having a little bit of autocorrect there, and Flower ID, as well as Foreign Wishbone. Oh, no, he also had a little typo. Yes, what is the Eiffel Tower? Here's my story about the Eiffel Tower really quick. I went with friends, my wife and friends, and we saw Escalier. So if you're in French, we as Canadians take it up to grade 9, but we don't remember. Escalier, we were thinking like escalator. Oh, that must be the elevator. No. So we scaled the first one. Yes, we didn't have kids at the time, but we scaled that first set with the stairs. Let's just say the next day in the Louvre, my wife was limping around and we were using the elevator because she was in a bit of pain. Anyways, there's a note for you. If you go to the Eiffel Tower and see Escalier, be sure to be prepared to walk up with your feet. Here we go. In 2016, the Wizarding World of this character opened at Universal Studios Hollywood. I've been in the Orlando version. Yes, Denjoga, Dustin, and Mel all getting it correct. Anybody on Reddit want to give it a whirl? It is, yes, Foreign also getting it right. What is Harry Potter? Alrighty, Flower ID getting it as well. You can book your own private capsule and take a spin 443 feet above the Thames on this attraction. I have yet to do Potter Harry. Denjoga, Mel, and Brian. Your fan. Momentarily forgetting. Brady doesn't know exactly what it's called. It is what is the London Eye, or even just the Eye, also known as the Millennium Wheel. I don't think anybody calls it that anymore. Anyways, here we go. For consisting of 3 extinct volcanoes, it contains Africa's highest point. I have yet to do this. I would like to one day. I got to get in shape. Got to lose those 60 pounds first. Yes, what is helicopter? Could be. Yes, Denjoga, Dustin, and Brian, as well as Old Man's Belt and Flower ID. Oh, no, Foreign got it first. Old Man's Belt. Yes, what is Mount Arrow? Is correct. Alrighty, this is the last, guys. This is the last of regular single Jeopardy. What's it called? The Jeopardy round. I've got some extra double Jeopardy, so we'll have those after this, and then I've got a ton of Final Jeopardy, so we might be just doing Kilimanjaro is I'm thinking Dustin had it right. Oops. Sorry, put it away. You asked me too late there. I don't know. Oh no, it's on this card right in front of me. Yeah, that looks right. Kilimanjaro. Yes. Running Funk, Sean. Yeah. All right, here we go. Last question. Dejoga and Brady having the point so far. Here's the last one of the regular Jeopardy round. This ruined Maya city on the Yucatan Peninsula is complete with a pyramid rising 79 feet above the main plaza. This one I did not go to. I had a chance, but I had like a 6-month-old. We went to another one. Koba. Not as good. It's slightly closer. Yes, Denjoga, as well as Old Man's Belt. This was for a generous point, too. So, Denjoga, you got it. Not sure if I clarified that, but you get it anyways. What is Chichen Itza? It's actually 2 words, but that's fine. Denjoga, Brian with his second guess and Running Funk. Got it. And Flower ID, as well as here fan, Machu Picchu is in Peru. And somebody's noting, yes, foreign. It's Incan, not Aztec. So anyways, I want to go there too, for sure. That's like bucket list item. Chichen Itza as well, but not quite as much of a bucket list. All right, here we go. Double Jeopardy. What are we? 10:36. All right. Here we go. Here's the one-hit wonders. All right. In 1983, Jump in the Saddle released its only hit record, The Curly Shuffle, a tribute to this comedy team. What is a chicken pizza? Chichen Itza. I think it's Denjoga had it. He just needed a space between the N and the I. Yes, Denjoga. Not sure, Dustin, if that would be totally acceptable, but close enough. Michelle and Brady, as well as Old Man's Belt, Foreign, and Flower. What are the Three Stooges? Yeah, I agree. Some of these are a little easy, but let's see if we can get a little harder. In 1992, Wright said Fred had a hit with I'm to This. Did that make sense to anybody? There we go. Here, fan, close enough. Denjoga, Dustin. Alter Ego? You haven't. I haven't seen a correct answer from you, so it's easy to say it's easy. It's not so easy to actually answer first. Anybody know? Here, fan, Denjoga, and Dustin. Mel, what is sexy? Sexy is correct. Bertie Higgins' only top 40 hit. It was inspired by 1948 Bogart Bacall flick set on a Florida island. Anybody know? Nobody knows? Denjoga knows. As well as, no, that's it. What is Key Largo? Denjoga, Running Funk are the only ones that got it. Alrighty. Daniel Powter's one hit came in 2006 when he sang, "'Cause You Had This, Maybe Tomorrow Will Be Better." Don't remember this song at all. There we go. Michelle just about to break out in song. Here, Finn and Brady, as well as Flower ID, getting What is a Bad Day? You had a bad day. I know it now, but I didn't realize. Anyways, last question. 1983's Too Shy was the peak for this group with Baby Talk in its name. Well, Michelle, I don't write the songs. I don't write the questions. I just read them. My alter ego, yes, you got a bad day. Oh, so did Flower ID. There we go. Denjoga comes up with more corrected spelling. Here, Fan, you were close. Running Funk, yeah, that would work. Flower ID, not quite. The answer is Kaja Gugu. Who is Kaja Gugu? Kaja Gugu. Kaja Gugu. All right. Next question. Literary, what is that? Literary clergyman. Interesting. In this Jane Austen novel, William Collins is a minister who has designs on Elizabeth Bennet. It's running fun. It's like Chichen. Now you're really asking me to go back. Chichen, Chichen, Itza, Itza. Yes, Dustin, as well as Old Man's Belt, knows what is Pride and Prejudice. Is correct. Father, what is that? Lancaster, I guess. Marin is the title character of a 1971 William Peter Blatty book. Oh, okay. Now I got it. Let me read it again. Father Lancaster Marin. Father Lancaster Marin is this title character of a 1971 William Peter Blatty book. There we go. Read it a bit better the second time. Denjoga, as well as Old Man's Belt, know what is The Exorcist. Woo. Spin my head around. I've never seen that, actually. Just like Mel, I think, said she's never seen Jaws. I've never seen The Exorcist. All right. In this Colleen McCullough novel, Maggie Cleary and Paris priest Ralph de Cassart fall in love. This was my mom's favorite. I thought it was a mini series, actually. I know it's literary, but I think it became a mini series. Anybody know? How about this one? Alter Ego. This one's a tough one. Not for Mel. She knew. As well as Denjoga with a bit of extra something or other there. Wow, that's about the most mistyped question answer I've seen there, Denjoga. Yes, Flower ID. A few of you know what is the Thornbirds. Yes, my mom loved that series. She really liked the male actor. I forget his name. Anyways, famed evangelist Billy Sunday reportedly called Sinclair Lewis Satan's cohort for writing this 1927 novel. Why are you so worried? Just look it up there, Running Funk. Type it into Google. Let me Google that for you. No, not damn Yankees. Though that could seem somewhat offensive. No, not Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe. Not Nosferatu. Not Harry Potter. Silly boy, old man. All right, one more time. It looks like a person's name, but it's somebody's name. Here we go. Famed evangelist Billy Sunday reportedly called Sinclair Lewis Satan's cohort for writing this 1927 novel. So it's the name of the book. It is a name. It's the name is initials or EG. Does that help anybody? EG. After that, I'm just going to give the answer. This should have been the 2,000-point question. This is hard. I've never heard of it. Obviously, you guys have never heard of it. Edward not gizzard hands, grizzard hands. Grizzled hands. No clue. Earl Grey. No. What is Elmer Gantry? Anyways, nobody knew. Okay. This is for another generous point. Again, if you're on Reddit and you want to earn generous points, you need to go to YouTube, look up generous trivia, and play there. It looks like we have 38 watchers. Welcome. We got 4 consistent players here, too. All right. Ernie Gesundheit. All right, here it is. This is quite easy. I don't know. Their selection of what's difficult and what isn't is a little off tonight. Here we go. Silas is an albino monk in this Dan Brown novel. First person to get it on YouTube. Yes, Brady. Denjoga with 2 and Brady with 2 tonight. Alrighty, let's keep going. RH factor. RH is in quotes, meaning that's in every one of the answers. In titles of 2 pop hits, this aspect of music is a dancer and is gonna get you. Yes, Dustin and Sean. Oh, Alter Ego. Yes, you got Da Vinci Code as well as Flower.id. There we go. Dustin, Sean, and Dinjoga as well as Flower ID. What is rhythm? Rhythm. Alrighty. Just to be difficult, I'm going to ask for a fairly close spelling. Thank you for the helpful Wizardry Warlock. Appreciate it. I want a fairly close spelling. I don't want some half-hearted spelling for this. I won't make it perfect, but close enough. The coast variety of this rose tree is Washington's state flower. Wow. How did you know that so quickly, Danjoga? Yes, Danjoga, how did you know it? Same with Flower ID and Dustin. Yes. I don't know. It's like he read the question or something. What is it? Rhododendron? Rhododendron. Something like that. Bunch of you got it. Denjoga, Dustin, as well as Old Man's Belt gets it. All right. RH factor. A male of this large beetle uses his single front horn to drive other males away from females. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are battled in Japan. Yes, Denjoga coming up with the more correct title, as well as Running Funk and Old Man's Belt. Yeah, so it's not just the rhinoceros. It is a large beetle. Anyways, what is the rhinoceros beetle? It wasn't for a generous point, so I don't have to. So technically, you probably should put the full thing in there. Alrighty. Is that the one that they use in Japan to battle it out with other beetles? Is it not the rhinoceros beetle? I think it is. There we go. Leanne, nice to see you. Another Eventbrite. Marry you and wow, you just have it all in your username. There we go. Yeah, I know, Dustin. That's why I'm not gonna give you a hard time. Here we go. It is Goliath Beetle. Yeah, you're probably right. Here we go. It is an underground. We are doing RH factor, so RH needs to be in the answer. It is an underground stem that can produce new roots, helping plants reproduce despite nasty weather. Dustin. Yes, I am drunk with power. You've got it right there. I do say every so often, it's my game. I can do what I want. The Joe guy, here fan, and Running Funk get it, as well as Flower ID. What is rhizome? Rhizome. Okay, here we go. It's not your run-of-the-mill parallelogram. It's classified as a special parallelogram. Special. Yes, Denjoga, here fan, and Sean all getting it right with what is a rhombus. Rhombus. Is it not the other way around? Is not a parallelogram a special type of rhombus? Am I not thinking about that correctly? But anyways. Right? Because a rhombus isn't a parallelogram, is it? Because doesn't a parallelogram have two parallel lines where a rhombus has just one set of parallel lines? Anyways, that's my take on it. It could be completely wrong. My math could be completely off. All right, here we go. That's spooky. That's spooky. Okay. All righty. I gotta figure out why I'm mistaken then. True TV claimed Abigail Adams is still hanging her laundry, and Andrew Jackson swears up a storm in this building. Anybody know? Yes, here fan and Mel getting it right with what is an old man's belt. What is the White House? The White House. Here we go. This 1977 bestseller takes place at the spooky Overlook Hotel with lots of blood. Oh. Yes, Flower ID also getting it. Another movie I have not seen. These were all movies that were too scary when I was that age. Dustin, Brady, and Denjoga, as well as Flower ID and Foreign, getting what is The Shining. Alrighty, next question. Haley Joel Osment had a nice conversation with his dead grandma in this 1999 film. Close, Michelle, but not close enough. Hirfan, Brady, and Denjoga, as well as Flower ID and Foreign, all getting what is The Sixth Sense. I see dead people. Oh, There's a bit of a spoiler. Here we go. In 2013, a declassified CIA document showed a map with the name of this land parcel in the Mojave Desert. Yes, Danjoga and Dustin, no, as well as foreign and old. No, foreign gets it. What is Area 51? And then a whole bunch of, a handful of people went there, and the only thing it's known for is the Naruto run that happened. That's when I learned what a Naruto run is. Anyways, what of Edgar Allan's Poe's? Oh, wait, you know what? This is for a generous point. First person to get it. One of Edgar Allan Poe's scary stories features a cask of this sherry. A cask of this sherry. One of Edgar Allan Poe's scary stories features a cask of this sherry. Yes, Dustin. What is that? Amontillado. Tillado? Amontillado. Anyways, Dustin knew what we were after. Dustin, you get the point. Alrighty. Here we go. The Telltale Heart. That's the only one I know, Michelle. Here we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Women's groups. Women's groups. Here we go. In 1966, Statement of Purpose said females earn only 1/3 of BA degrees. That was then. This is. Did we catch that? Yeah, Amontillado. Oh, Tiad. Oh, yeah, it's Spanish. I got it. Yes, that was then. This is now. Meld and yoga and Old Man's Belt and Flower ID. Get it. All right. Sahar speaks. Sahar speaks. Provides training for women journalists in this war-torn country that borders Pakistan. Pakistan. I think Pakistan is probably closer to how somebody in Pakistan would say it. Pakistan is totally anglicized. Denjoga, Brady, and Hirfan coming up with what is Afghanistan, as well as Old Man's Belt. Foreign, you were close, but it was the country we were looking for. All right. The political group Emily's List takes its name from early money is like this. It makes dough rise. It's a little bit silly, but yes, Denjoga gets it, as well as Dustin and Old Man's Belt, Foreign and Flower ID. What is yeast? Yeast, no outcome. Nice to see you got yeast as well. All right. The nonprofit called These of San Francisco gives a positive twist to a word for unmarried ladies. I never knew there was a positive spin for this word. Oh. I just gave half the answer. It's about 4 or 5 times I've done that now. After 252 episodes, that's I think I did pretty good. I rarely say the answer, but I did say part of it here. Here, fan Mel and Sean, as well as Flower ID. What is spinster? Instead of twist, I said spin, so it was half the answer. Alrighty. Okay. Meaning charitable. It's the P in the PEO sisterhood. Running Funk does not like women's groups, apparently. Yeah, like calling them spinsters. Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know it had a positive twist. But it said a spin. Yeah, it's weird. The spinsters of San Francisco. Meaning charitable. It's the P in the PEO sisterhood. So it's not pretty or people. It's not Penelope. Another word for charitable that starts with the letter P. Excuse me. Oh, my word. Wow. Not perispicious, not prudent, not peony. Nobody knows another word for charitable that starts with P. If somebody gives a lot of their money away, they are called Mr. Beast would be considered this. He's very chaducious. Really? There we go. Denjoga comes up with but it is here fan then, Sean. Yes, that finally land on it, as well as asked to learn and flower ID. Yes, what is philanthropic? Philanthropic is the answer to the question. All right. Well, this is the last of the double Jeopardy, then one final Jeopardy, and then we call it a night. Then I go watch the Leafs, hopefully win. Cliffs. Here we go. Cliffs. A cave at the bottom of Tintagel in Cornwall is said to be the home of this Arthurian wizard. Tintagel? Tintagel. I'm thinking Tintagel. They're winning. Yay. Yes. Who is Merlin? Merlin. Who had that? Brian, Sean, and Brady, as well as Foreign and Flower, all get who is Merlin. La Quebrada Cliff divers at this Mexican resort city perform daily moves. I have not been here. My mom and sister and dad all have. I have not been. You never hear the questions. Michelle, what can I do to change that? The audio has been cutting out. Really? Hello? Hello? Hello there? Is that better? Am I hitting like a high pitch range or what? Or is it just YouTube? Anyways, it is Old Man's Belt as well as Denjoga. Get what is Acapulco? Acapulco has those cliff divers. Yes, we could do it. ASMR. More than 700 years ago, Puebloan people lived in the caves of this state's Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument. Anybody know? The Gila Cliff Dwellings. Yes. There we go. Maybe, Brady. It was quite violent. I don't usually sneeze that violently, but anyways, Denjoge here fan and Brian, as well as Foreign Flower, getting what is New Mexico. New Mexico is correct. All right, 2,000-foot sea cliffs are on this island's Kalupapa Peninsula near Father Damien's leper colony. I was thinking I was here, but I know a slight different pronunciation for a whole different island. Yeah, I vaguely remember something like that, Denjoga, about cliff divers. I think you're right. Oh, no, no, no. That was the Pueblo. Yeah, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Not the Cliff Tires, the Pueblo. I remember that too. So, Hawaii isn't specific enough. Let me read it one more time. 2,000-foot sea cliffs are on this island's Kalaupapa Peninsula near Father Damien's leopard colony. It's not Oahu or Maui. It's smaller. Guess if it's a leper colony, you're kind of dedicating the whole island to no, not Kauai, not Maui. Yeah, I think this is you either know this or you don't. I did some snorkeling, but I was thinking it was this island, but I'm like, it wasn't 2,000 foot cliffs. I went to Molokini, and that is not the same as this one. Does that help anybody? Yes, counterfeit. I agree. There we go. Michelle finally gets it with Molokai. Molokai. I went to Molokini. This is Molokai, where it is. Molokini was the top of an old volcano. So it's like a semicircle in the water, and it's kind of cool. It's neat. Anyways, this Venice. Oh, this is for the last. This is no, we're doing two. We got Final Jeopardy. This is the last double Jeopardy. Then Jogo with two, Brady with two, and Dustin with one. Here we go for the last of the double Jeopardy, and then we got a Final Jeopardy question, and then we're done for the night. This Venezuelan waterfall plunges uninterrupted for a half mile down a cliff. Half mile. Lots of places here, fam. This is one of them, actually. I'd like to go. Yes, Denjoga. What is Angel Falls? Denjoga with 3 points tonight. There's plenty of places. I've been to, I think, 44 nations. But I have not been to Angel Falls. I haven't been other than Ecuador. That's it for South America. I was going to go in 2020, summer of. Let's just say that didn't work out. All right, here's the last one. We're not quite done yet. Old Man's Belt. Here we go. Old Man's Belt's thanking me, and tell YouTube we said hello. Here we go. Here's the last question. Why is this? World leaders. World leaders. Splash Mountain. What is Splash Mountain? Yeah, it's not quite that far there, Sean. I'm getting that joke right now. All righty. Here we go. Yes, the world had other plans, man. Anyways, where do we go? I went to Saskatchewan to see my brother in 2020. Yeehaw! All right. World leaders, Final Jeopardy, first one. I'm not rolling. There's 8 of you. Here we go. Shortly after he received the 1990 Nobel Peace Prize, his country ceased to exist. Anybody know? Flower, you got Angel Falls as well. I would call him Love there, Foreign. No, it's not Gaddafi. Mel, you were the first one. Yes, who is Mikhail Gorbachev, my namesake, my Russian namesake. So Mel gets it. All right, Denjoga with 3, Brady with 2, Dustin with 1, and Mel with 1. Thanks so much, guys, for playing. Watch one video if you can as you're heading out. Just play it in the background. It would help so much. Get the hours up. Guys on Reddit, go to YouTube, subscribe, even if you hang out on Reddit. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Invite somebody tomorrow. Let's get those subs number up, and yeah, more people playing. Alrighty, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. 8 a.m. for exercise, half an hour, and 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. for the regular show. See ya. Bye now. See you, Reddit, and see you, YouTube. Be good to each other. Bye now.